Hey there, everybody. I don't know why, but I feel like my camera is way off, but I don't know. We're going to go with it. So, hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading. I actually have no clue what this reading is about. This is going to be an intuitive advice reading, meaning I'm just going to ask the cards what they want this reading to be about. So, let's see. If you're here, you're probably watching it because of the title or whatever is in the title. We have this beautiful uncaging card, this freedom card, and this serendipity card as well. If you don't know what these, I'm basing the title or whatever the reading is going to be about based off of these three cards here. I feel like saying that that this was meant to find you. So if you're still here, I feel like this reading is for you. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the serendipity card, it's like about things just happening. You know, it's about serendipity. So I feel for some of you, if you're here, it could be quite serendipitous, and I would just like watch it, and that's that. So I feel like this message was meant to find you, and you're meant to watch it, plain and simple. So let's see where this is going here. For some of you, I feel like this is about opening up to love, obviously. You have this beautiful uncaging card, the lovers here, even with the devil here as well. It's kind of like saying you could be opening up to some sort of change in love or in your love life. It could also be you kind of setting yourself free from something, because the lovers can be a crossroads. The devil can say you're kind of like cutting something out of your life. For some of you, I feel like you're overcoming something major here actually at the end. This Knight of Swords is rushing towards the devil. I just have to get this out. It's channeling through me. I feel like he's about to cut these people free. This Knight of Swords. Some of you, I feel, could be overcoming, something quite serious, something that has been, keeping you stuck, or something you've been bound to for a very long period of time. Pretty intense energy. You have this beautiful uncaging card. So again, like pretty much everything here is screaming freedom. So kind of like Mel Gibson, right? I feel like for a lot of you, you are about to be set free. Maybe you need to watch Braveheart, because I don't know about you. That movie always gets me pumped up, right? So if you're like me, you like watching movies that get you pumped up. Mel Gibson, Braveheart, best movie of all time. Actually, Jurassic Park is probably the best movie of all time. Actually, I take that back. The Matrix, Jurassic Park, then Braveheart. But what I would say here is that for some of you, this is about being set free. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups here. I feel a lot of you are walking away from things clearly that no longer serve you here. I get this like major like wake-up call going on here. It's like you're really, and I get it here on this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like I am shocked that the Tower or like the Judgment card didn't come up here, because I feel like a jolt of lightning. It's like I'm all of a sudden realizing that I don't need to be stuck. That's how I feel like inside. So I feel for a lot of you, you are realizing that you no longer need to be stuck to a situation, and you're setting yourself free from it. It could be anything. Whatever it is, it's like something toxic or a toxic situation. And it's almost like you're creating a lot more luck by removing yourself from an unlucky or a negative situation with that serendipity card. I love this reading. The Eight of Cups says you're a little bit uncertain, but I feel like you'll kind of figure it out. The Queen of Cups, I feel, is almost like you choosing yourself. I feel like you're choosing to nurture and take care of yourself at this time. But I really feel that none of this is important. I feel like this is the most important thing right here, is the Nine of Pentacles. And it's almost like these are secondary. I feel very weird about these two cards. It's almost like they don't even exist in my head. I'm just telling you what I feel intuitively. And the Nine of Pentacles I'm seeing as almost overpowering, an overpowering energy, but also in a good way. It's like you finally understand where to put your energy. Let's clarify this, obviously, and let's see where this is going for you here. Let's see. With the Nine of Pentacles here, you have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords, setting yourself free. Eight of Swords is being too focused on one way of doing things. So I would expand your focus. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So if you're trying to remove yourself from a negative situation, that's how I would do it, experimentation. Two of Swords, she can kind of represent being in the middle, kind of taking the middle ground approach and things like that. But she also needs to go to these new lands that are behind her here on the card. So I do feel like some of you, this is asking you to kind of like leave a comfort zone. Don't be afraid to walk away from something. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're walking away. It's kind of a weird feeling. The Eight of Cups is like walking away from something that no longer serves you, but he could also still be feeling sad about what he is walking away from, even though he knows it's not right. Eight of Cups says, do not get sucked down into an emotional whirlpool. It can be one of those things where it's like you're more attached to what was than what is, right? There you go. I feel like that's your answer. So some of you could be releasing yourself from something that was and moving towards what is, or what you can create here with the Page of Wands. Pretty powerful stuff. You have the Seven of Cups. Like I said, what was? Seven of Cups is an illusion. It's a fantasy. And I feel like you're walking towards something that's more of a reality. And with the Queen of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords here. Some worries in this first row. It's like if we're walking through darkness, there are fears. Pretty much every single movie, follows the hero's journey. And, every single movie where there is a hero's journey, the hero has to go through darkness. It's like the trope is that the hero always has to go through the dark forest and, slay some dragon or something before they, get to the other side. I almost feel like that's where some of you are. You could be in what I would describe as like a hermit period. The hermit is going through a period of time where he's doing some soul searching, but it's kind of like a dark night of the soul. He's in darkness before he gets to the top of the mountain. He doesn't really know where he's going. He's trying to trust himself, which can be very hard. He's bringing up a lot of inner demons, the devil. I feel like a lot of you are going through this, like this hero's journey I feel like a roller coaster. It's like ups and downs and, all over the place, crazy, right? So I feel you're at a very intense time of your life. This is a timeless reading as well, so it's for you whenever you're watching it. Next, you have the Freedom card. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be set free. You are setting yourself free from the devil, plain and simple. And here you go. I mean, I feel like this is just confirmation. You have the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and the Devil here. I feel like you're seeing something as weak. I was once watching this show. I think it was on Discovery Channel. I don't know. It was ridiculous. It was about like demons in someone's house or something like that. I don't really remember. This was years ago, but it's popping into my head now. And basically, they had some person come in and tell the person that like basically you're fearing the demon, so it's like gaining power. You have to laugh at it. And so, which I believe is the movie It as well, by the way. But the person in the show, they started like laughing at the demon, and then it went away. It disappeared. It went away, right? I feel like for some of you, I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening in your life or where you're at, but I do feel like some of you are starting to face your inner demons, and you're starting to pull the power away from those limiting beliefs, the tiny voice in the back of your head that says you can't do something or you can't accomplish something. For some of you, I feel this almost feels like a curse, and I don't really believe in curses, but I do feel like we have certain things where it's like maybe our family has always believed something, so it's kind of like a generational curse where we feel like we can't accomplish something great because nobody in our family ever has, or because of something like that. Some of you, I feel like, are kind of starting to squash that inner voice. I feel like you're starting to kind of stamp that out, if that makes sense. I feel like you're choosing this right here, which is like divine guidance. These people, they might not really be able to see this angel here on the Lover's card because of the clouds. The clouds are kind of obstructing the view of this angel, but they kind of feel divinely guided towards each other. And I feel like for you, I'm not saying this is love. It could be. But I feel like this whole reading is bigger picture. I feel like it's your whole entire life. I feel like you're starting to have more, I'm getting weird words on this, like trust. I feel like you're starting to have more trust that the universe has your back. I feel like you're trusting that the universe is guiding you in the right direction as well. And things just go smoother when we do that. So I feel there's a lot of happiness coming in for you here as well. I definitely feel you have a choice. It's like this is like the angel and the devil right here, right? It's like the angel on your shoulder or the devil on your shoulder. It's like, who are you going to listen to? Let's find out here, because it's going to be different for all of you, but hopefully it's the angel, right? With the Nine of Wands, you have the King of Swords here. I'm getting, like, there's something you can no longer ignore is what I'm getting. Some of you, I feel like could be walking away from a situationship. It doesn't even feel like a relationship to me. If this is love, I feel like you're walking away from like a situationship. But the reason you're walking away is because it's a situationship. It's not like real. So some of you, I feel it's like that's what that King of Swords is saying to me. For others, I feel like it's like you have reached a certain point of maturity and you just have better decision-making skills, so you're avoiding the devil. With the Lovers, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands twice here. Nine of Wands to me is a card of, again, experimentation, like throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. But it's also a card of having healthy boundaries. So I feel like some of you are putting up healthy boundaries. I'm getting weird words popping into my head here as well. Choosing what's hard. I think those are the words that I'm getting here. I'm not exactly sure. It's a little bit unclear. But I feel like some of you could be making harder choices, but in a good way, not in a bad way. It's like sometimes I think maybe you can choose to work on your business late at night and grow it and make a bunch of money, or you can choose to not and go to sleep, right? So that's what I mean by making a harder choice. For some of you, I feel like over the next few years, not even just the next year, there are going to be opportunities where you are going to have two choices. It's like one is going to be more of a sacrifice right now, but I feel like it's going to lead to a better future. I am getting like this delay of gratification thing here for you. If this reading is for you, where I feel like you're starting to delay gratification, or you're willing to make the sacrifices now that are going to lead to a better future. Pretty powerful. With the Devil, you have the Ace of Pentacles here, new path. Ace of Pentacles to me is like a new opportunity. It's like you're just moving towards something new. Finally, you have my favorite card in this deck, this Serendipity card. It's like she's being lifted up by luck. And again, I feel like luck is just preparation. And we do get this kind of like energy of preparation here, because I feel like you're doing what is hard. You're not necessarily doing what is easy. That does not mean that your life is going to be hard, by the way. I feel like this doesn't have to be that big of a deal, right? But I feel like you're creating more luck. I feel like things are starting to fall into place. And that's what you're going to be noticing. You have the Page of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Swords here. This is something that's kind of rushing in. Excuse me. Allergies, as always, right? But this is something that is rushing in. And I feel like it's cutting out the Devil. I feel like what's rushing in is this right here, Four of Cups. Too many disappointments. Nothing. I almost feel like saying nothing to appreciate. For those of you that are cutting a person out, I feel like you've given them too many chances. So you're just like, you know what? I'm going to take my own chance and go off on my own. I'm going to start my own new journey. For others, I feel that you're realizing how something in your life is toxic. It could be a behavior, an addiction. It could be TV. It could be anything, right? It's going to be different for all of you. But I feel like you're realizing it's like almost like you're noticing that you're not getting value from something. And so you're choosing to go off on a new path to find value. That's really what I feel like this reading is saying. It's like you're trying to figure out how to create more value in your life. And this is a good thing. It's like when you're creating more abundance like that, or if you're doing things that lead to abundance, you're just going to attract more abundance. Plain and simple. With the Page of Wands here, you have the Six of Pentacles. Exactly what I was saying. Six of Pentacles is like choosing where to put your energy, and it is the cause and effect. It is like if I plant my seeds, if I plant my pentacles over here, what is going to grow? What do I get back, right? I feel like you're starting to ask the right questions here if you're watching this reading. It's like you're asking the hard questions, the tough questions, like what's in it for me? And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing selfish about this. Again, I feel like, it's more like you're making sure you're getting into a balanced situation. So yeah, you have the Sun here. So happiness, I feel like you are going to be very happy about making these changes. But also, I feel like you're choosing your own happiness and you're choosing freedom. Again, it's like sometimes being with a person can be like being in prison, especially if they're not making changes, especially if they're toxic or they're heavy or they're pulling us down, right? So for those of you that are walking away from a person here, it's going to lead to happiness. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Death card going through transformation. The two pillars from the moon are back here, and the sun is rising between those two pillars. The sun right here. What did I say? I was like, you're walking into darkness, like the moon card. So I feel for some of you, your outcome is actually very positive here. You're walking into the light. I want to get a final outcome here. It isn't really clear to me. So what is the final outcome? Queen of Wands, you being very attractive at this time. So if you're looking for love, definitely could be love. But the Queen of Wands is like ballsy. It's like an energy of just like knowing, making decisions. She's bold, assertive. She doesn't think necessarily, and that's not, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. She just acts. She does what she thinks she's supposed to do, and she takes action. So I feel like you're getting more into this place of, I feel like part of the freedom that's coming in here is certainty. For a lot of you, this could say that you've been having an extremely hard time, Two of Swords, making decisions in your life, or maybe you're always going back and forth. Four of Cups, constant disappointment. So if this reading is for you, I feel like maybe part of the freedom is being able to make a choice, being able to make a decision. Sometimes not making choices can be toxic with the devil card because it's like we can never move forward. We're always staying stuck in the same place. Yeah, boom, the moon right here. So there you go. I feel like you're overcoming the moon and the Queen of Pentacles, gathering resources. I feel like you're becoming more resourceful. For some of you, I feel like you're adding more tools to your belt. The Queen of Pentacles is like about being resourceful. But remember what I said about the serendipity card? It's like luck, which is just preparation. I feel like you're finally giving yourself the tools necessary to be just more successful in all areas of life in general with that Queen of Pentacles. So let's clarify it. Why not? You have the Two of Cups here. Could be love coming in for you here with the Two of Cups. I would say it's someone very different than you've ever been with before in your life. So probably a different type of person. Boom. Again, the Magician, the tools. The Magician, he has mastery over all the suits. He represents the tools that you have at your disposal. For some of you, I feel like you're really just becoming very resourceful. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, you have the Hangman. Again, gaining a new perspective, but I also feel like you're gaining enlightenment here as well. It's a pretty good reading, actually. I feel like in a lot of ways, it's about freedom and being set free or feeling free. So I like it. So, and becoming lighter as well, I get. But that's that. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Definitely let me know what you think of these types of readings down below. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.